Hi everyone. Okay, so it should actually be preparing the live right now. Okay, I am. I'm actually live right now. Hi everybody. So I wanted to actually just jump on and I wanted to talk about this today with you guys. And this is about how to negate negative thoughts in regards to love, and also how to negate how much of this actually is showing up in terms of your relationship and showing up in terms of your attraction and attracting the right person in your life. Because sometimes not only we are who we attract, but also it can really put us in a really, really delicate place. And let's be honest, not everybody's glass is half full kind of thinker. So especially when it comes to falling in love and dating and just being in a relationship. So you're ready to love, but you can't seem to stop the negative thoughts that it will all go wrong. And here's the thing, you may be wondering, will I ever find love? Oh, well, not if you're wasting your precious mental energy, consumed by negative thoughts about love. But by you saying, will I ever find love? It's almost like you're almost pushing it out of your distance. It's almost like you're saying no before it's actually really, really happened. When in theory, what you're really, 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 really looking for is to have somebody there, but when you have negative thoughts about love, fear also surrounds it, and there's fear around vulnerability as well as struggling with low confidence and especially self-worth. So I'm going to talk to you guys about this today because you've probably been asking yourself, will I ever find love? And your answer to yourself may be in the negatives. So these pessimistic thoughts that can sometimes sneak up on you can make you feel bad about yourself. Thoughts as like, if I will really ever fall in love with this person, I'll get my heart broken again. I won't find anyone who I like more than my ex. I can't trust anyone because everyone hurts me. I'll be alone forever. No one will be attracted to me. I feel awkward meeting someone I don't know. What's the point of going out? I never meet anyone anyway. I'm so boring. No wonder why people don't approach me. Oh, he won't love me if he knows the real me. Oh, I'm going to mess up this relationship like I always do. Now, many people's worst enemies in dating and relationship isn't their partners. And I want to say this real plain straight to you guys, though the lack of good guys out there, but rather their own mindset. You see, sometimes these automatic thoughts, they race through your mind so quickly that you aren't even consciously engaging in them, but somehow they can take a toll on your mood and damage your self-esteem. So if you want to learn how to have more positive thoughts about your love life and also attracting the right person, you need to realize that you have to control and have the power over them. Now, here's the newsflash. The biggest mistake you could be making is treating your thoughts as facts. And that's because these automatic thoughts impact your mood and behaviors. So I really want you guys to assume that because you think it must be true, you then think it's true, and it's not always the case. Because where's the proof? Do you have evidence, or is there different ways and you can look at a situation that could actually change the outcome? But once you step back and realize that you don't have to agree with yourself, you'll have more of a positive thought about certain things. For example, thinking no one is attracted to me leads to the emotions of feeling down, sad, and lacking confidence. And the result behavior is sit at home feeling insecure instead of excitedly accepting social invites or putting yourself out there. You're settling, and then you are who you attract, because you're attracting people that's of the same nature as well. Or you're buying into the initial automatic thought that no one is attracted to you, or can turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your action is to remain at home alone, which is then perpetuating the thought that no one is attracted to you since you haven't met anyone lately. Now, you haven't met anyone lately since you haven't put yourself out there, because you feel no one is attracted to you, all right? Which started with the thought that no one is attracted to you. Do you see where I'm going with this? Can you see how this string of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors can just really, really lead to a dangerous downward spiral? And before you know it, you're thinking, I'm doomed to be alone forever. So how can you get out of your head and just feel more positive about yourself and your life, and your love life? The answer is by challenging these types of thoughts and just learning learning to let them go without dwelling or giving them too much attention. Changing your negative thought in something, this is taught in business, this is taught in relationships, this is like the fundamental piece. Changing your negative self-talk begins with mindfulness and being aware of these damaging thoughts by catching them as they occur. Now, rather than mindlessly engaging in them or trying to go over in terms of a pattern, you know, or allowing your past to be wrapped up in it. Since many thoughts are automatic and your brain is on autopilot, it may be easier to notice your moods or behaviors, which actually leaves clues and it leaves traces back to a specific thought. And also from a thought, it also gives you a rough idea where this has actually come from. For instance, perhaps you're feeling really sad and you notice that you're missing your ex and even contemplating contacting him. Identifying your emotions at this moment is the first step. Then rather than acting impulsively and texting your ex, and ask yourself, what led to this craving in the first place? You trace these thoughts back to half an hour ago when you walked by the restaurant where you went on your first date with your ex. Do you see where I'm going with this? So thoughts have a real big impact on how we see things and how we move forward. So if you're thinking no one is attracted to me, here are a few ways just to challenge that. I want you to say to yourself multiple times, you know, over your life that you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. You can't expect someone to give that to you if you're not giving it to yourself. And I keep on saying that all the time. You will mutually attract somebody who's of that same nature. So if you're constantly attracting people who are of the same nature of you, or perhaps maybe possesses such more of a masculine and more of a higher energy in certain things, then the balance is really imbalanced, and there's not going to be an alignment in terms of what it is that you're offering. A lot of people ask me, look, you know, what am I actually ready for a relationship? Like, what are the signs to know that I'm actually ready for a relationship? Being mindful in terms of your technique is key, so you can love, so you can date, and you can have a relationship in more of a positive light. And I would say to you, take these 3 steps. Be aware of your negative thoughts when you're doing things, and I want you to challenge the thought by looking for contrary evidence, because when you do that, you're then actually stopping from anything to actually happen. And what I want to also say is make a conscious decision to let go of anything that took place before, because that's absolutely key. You know, if you looked at, you know, would you blame your friend and berate your friend, or would you help her look on the brighter side of certain things? Try and show compassion to yourself when it comes to certain things like that, because it's very important, not only to your growth, but also in any relationship that you are going to attract and you absolutely deserve. So I wanted to jump on here and I wanted to say to you guys that if you are talking these things to yourself, you cannot expect somebody to give this to you if you're not giving this to yourself. You cannot expect someone to fix you when you're not fixing yourself. And to negate some of these negative thoughts, I want you to be able to catch them. I want you to be able to observe what's going on, because whatever you're observing is what you're feeding yourself. And I wanted to just jump on and I wanted to say that to you. It's so key. So not all dating is bad. Not all online dating is absolutely bad. What is bad is how you approach things and how you're approaching things with yourself first, because when you do that, you get the outcome. So I've got some exciting news that's going to be coming out from tomorrow, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. It's been absolutely great to be here, and thank you very much. Take care, everyone. Bye.